the anti-Mandal protest that broke out on all student campuses, with over 60 students dying in the protest and over 200 trying self-immolation. That, I also believe, that particular student protest led to a change of how education works in India and how youth looks at education towards India. A personal anecdote: my own husband at that time was a student at IIT Delhi. He remembers that he participated in the protest at that point in time, and he was also detained for it. And I would say, from that perspective, it is very important to see what really changed, how the trajectory of India's education system and youth movement works. So on August 7th, let's go back to August 7th, 1990, Prime Minister VP Singh announced the immediate implementation of the Mandal Commission Report. And that moment, instantly, India split down the middle. To supporters of VP Singh and his government, it was historic social justice, breaking a monopoly on power. To critics, it was a political vote bank trick that murdered academic merit. Overnight, college campuses became active war zones. Students did not just protest with signs, they used fire. A government fell. Our democracy changed forever. Tonight, in this deep dive into Mandal quotas and the youth revolt, let's get straight to it. Go back to 1979. The government appointed VP Mandal to study India's backward classes. What was the report conclusion? Over 52% of India belonged to OBCs, yet their presence in government jobs was almost invisible. Mandal recommended a 27% reservation quota for OBCs in all central jobs and public universities. Add that to existing quotas for SC and ST, and the reserve pool hit 49.5%. Almost half of all open seats vanished. For 10 years, successive prime ministers buried the report to prevent a civil war. But in 1990, fighting an internal party rebellion, VP Singh pulled the lever on Mandal to survive. The status quo was shattered. The youth response was immediate, raw panic. In 1990, there was no tech boom. A government job or central university seat was the only ticket to the middle class. Elite campuses across northern India erupted. Students blocked highways, stopped trains, and shut down cities. The youth screamed, "This is an assault on capability." The state fired back. This is correction of historic discrimination. Then came September 1990. In Delhi, a 20-year-old student named Rajiv Goswami poured kerosene over himself and struck a match on live television. He survived, but he sparked a terrifying chain reaction. Across India, over 200 young students attempted self-immolation. 60 died of their burns. It was a horrific, unprecedented standoff between the youth and the state. How did the government respond? With unyielding, iron-fisted survival. They deployed paramilitaries and enforced curfews. But the political bleeding was fatal. By November, just 3 months later, while VP Singh stuck to his guns, his coalition government collapsed under the weight of this chaos. The battle moved to the courts. In 1992, the Supreme Court upheld the 27% quota but added the creamy layer rule to bar the wealthy from the benefits. The fire of 1990 died down, but it permanently fractured Indian politics into identity-driven voting blocks. Decades later, as a new generation sits at Jantar Mantar, fighting for institutional transparency over exam leaks, the core lesson of Mandal remains: the campus is the ultimate watchdog of the Indian state.